why you feel his presence even from afar. And what that means for your journey is not just a question, it is the mystery your heart has been living with. You sense him, even when there are miles and silence between you, and deep inside you know it is real. This message is for you, woman walking the twin flame path, searching for answers that your soul already carries. Stay with me until the end, and before we go further, make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you never miss the guidance that belongs to your destiny. You have wondered why his energy surrounds you at night, why you wake as if he has touched you, why your chest aches with longing even when you try to forget. These experiences are not illusions. They are signs of the eternal bond that nothing can erase. The truth is that distance has no power over souls that are connected. His emotions, his thoughts, even his struggles can echo inside you, because your spirits are intertwined beyond time and space. You may feel him most strongly when your heart is restless. It comes like a wave, sudden, overwhelming, undeniable. That is not your imagination. It is his presence reaching through the invisible to remind you that you are never alone. Sometimes this presence is tender, like warmth filling your chest. Other times it comes as heaviness, as if you are carrying emotions that are not yours. Both are signs of the bond alive within you. Dreams are another doorway. You see him, speak with him, or feel his arms around you. These encounters feel more real than waking life, because your souls meet in the unseen before they meet again in the physical. The universe speaks through synchronicities when the connection intensifies. Songs play with words that mirror your story, numbers repeat endlessly, names appear where you least expect them. These are confirmations meant only for you. You may notice yourself pausing suddenly during the day, as though your spirit is listening to something beyond sound. In those pauses, his energy is touching yours across the distance. This bond is not a chain, but a reminder of what is sacred. It awakens you, pushes you, transforms you, so that you may grow into the woman who can carry this love fully. Times you may resist it, telling yourself it is all in your mind. But the more you fight, the stronger it becomes. Because what is eternal cannot be denied. The presence you feel is not random. It often grows strongest before important changes in your journey. It is the sign that the story is moving forward, even if you cannot yet see how. Your body is also a vessel for these signs. A heartbeat that races without reason, a sudden heat, or a shiver that arrives from nowhere. All proof that the connection is flowing through you. This invisible thread between you both has survived lifetimes. That is why no distance, no silence, no delay can cut it. The presence you feel is your proof. When you lean into it instead of fearing it, you find peace. You realize you do not need to see him to know he is with you. That awareness is a gift, a reminder of the unbreakable bond you share. Your feminine essence glows more brightly the more you trust this connection. That glow is magnetic, pulling him closer, even if he does not yet understand why he feels drawn back to you. The journey asks you to trust what your heart knows beyond logic. It asks you to believe in what cannot be touched, yet is more real than anything else in your life. Each time you feel his presence, it is the universe reminding you. This story is not over. It is unfolding step by step, guided by hands greater than your own. So do not ignore what you feel. Honor it. Let it reassure you, let it strengthen you, let it prepare you for what is to come. The presence you feel is not only his. It is your own soul confirming that you are walking exactly where you are meant to be. And as you continue, remember, what feels invisible today will soon take form before your very eyes. The presence you sense is the promise of what is still to come on your twin flame journey. If what you have felt in these words has spoken to your heart, I ask you now to check if you are already subscribed to this channel. This simple step ensures that you never miss the signs, the truths, and the confirmations about your twin flame journey. Every message here is timed to meet you exactly when you need it, and by staying connected, you allow the universe to keep sending you what your soul longs for. The presence you feel from him is not a mistake. It is the invisible bond reminding you that love cannot be silenced by distance. It grows stronger when your soul is ready to notice it, guiding you step by step into deeper awareness. Sometimes the feeling comes like a sudden calmness, a peace that has no explanation. That peace is not yours alone. It is his energy touching yours, a silent reminder that you are still connected. At other times, the sensation is more intense. Your heart may race, your skin may tingle, or you feel an overwhelming wave of longing. These are not accidents. They are signals of the twin flame frequency moving through you. Your intuition sharpens in these moments. You sense things you cannot explain, you know thoughts that are not your own, and you carry emotions that seem to come from nowhere. This is how two souls communicate beyond words. The universe often magnifies these signs through repetition. You see his name unexpectedly, hear songs that echo your story, or notice numbers that follow you everywhere. This repetition is heaven's way of saying, pay attention. Dreams, too, grow stronger during this phase. They feel vivid, almost more real than waking life. In them you may walk together, hear his voice, or feel his embrace. These are not illusions, they are soul encounters. Even your daily life reflects the connection. A passing word, a glance from a stranger, or a symbol appearing in your path can serve as a mirror of his presence reaching you. When this energy intensifies, you may feel restless without knowing why. This restlessness is your spirit preparing for what is approaching, an awakening, a shift, or even reunion energy. Nature itself becomes part of this dialogue. The sky, the wind, or the sound of birds seem charged with hidden messages, reminding you that creation itself supports your bond. You may feel sudden surges of inspiration. Words flow easily, creativity rises, or you feel drawn to prayer and meditation. These impulses are your soul releasing energy from the unseen connection. The presence can also be heavy at times, pressing against your heart with emotions. This is not to harm you but to remind you that his soul is speaking through feeling, not through words. The more you lean into these moments, the more clarity you gain. You begin to see that what felt like emptiness was never empty at all. It was always filled with the invisible thread between you. Your feminine essence grows radiant in this awareness. Without effort, you glow differently, attracting not only his soul but also the blessings that come with alignment. The deeper you go, the more you understand that this presence is a gift. It teaches you patience, strengthens your faith, and keeps you anchored to what is eternal. Times you might question it, asking yourself if it is real. But the more you live it, the more undeniable it becomes. Doubt fades because the signs are too strong to ignore. This connection is not bound to human limits. Space and time cannot weaken it, because it was written long before either of you were born. That is why his energy always finds you. The presence you feel is also an invitation, to trust, to surrender, to allow yourself to believe in what cannot yet be seen. Faith becomes the bridge that carries you forward. Every time you sense him, it is a promise. A promise that the bond is alive, that the story is not over, and that the journey is still unfolding in ways beyond your imagination. And so, each whisper of his presence, each sign, each dream is not a reminder of loss, but a message that love is alive, growing, and guiding you into the next chapter of your twin flame journey. If what you have received here has awakened something deep inside you, I ask you now to check if you are subscribed to this channel. By doing so, you ensure that no guidance, no message, and no divine sign meant for your twin flame path will ever pass you by. This space was created so that you always have a light to return to when the journey feels uncertain. The presence you feel from him is not bound to time. It lingers in your days, It follows you into your nights, and it shows up in the quiet moments when you least expect it. This is the evidence that your souls are bound beyond the physical. Sometimes it arrives as a soft pull in your heart, almost gentle, almost fragile, yet impossible to ignore. That subtle tug is his soul calling out to yours. At other times it comes as intensity, a sudden rush of energy that makes you pause, a heaviness in your chest, or an unexplainable wave of emotions. These surges are proof that your spirits are still communicating. You may notice that when you are thinking of him, signs appear instantly. A song, a number, or even someone speaking his name aloud. This is not coincidence. It is synchronicity reminding you of your bond. The universe often magnifies the energy when reunion is near. Dreams become more prophetic, emotions sharper, and signs louder. It is as if everything around you joins in declaring what your soul already knows. In the stillness, you might feel as though you are speaking to him without words. Thoughts become bridges, emotions become messages, and silence itself becomes communication. Even when you try to turn away, the presence follows. It is not meant to haunt you but to remind you that love this deep cannot simply disappear. It transforms, it waits, and it always returns. You may sense that your energy shifts when he thinks of you. A sudden sadness that fades, a burst of joy, or an overwhelming peace that feels borrowed. These are his emotions brushing against yours. The more open you become to these experiences, the stronger they grow. What was once subtle becomes clear, undeniable, and alive in every corner of your being. Nature often mirrors this invisible bond. The way the wind moves, the glow of the moon, or the sudden presence of an animal can all serve as reflections of his nearness. Your body knows when the connection is active. A racing heart, a warmth in your hands, or even a sensation of being touched. These are not figments of imagination, but energy made tangible. You may find yourself smiling without reason, comforted by the invisible closeness. That is not foolishness. It is your soul recognizing the truth that he is with you in spirit. Sometimes the signs come strongest when you need them most. In moments of doubt, the universe reminds you of his presence, ensuring that you never feel abandoned on this path. You may even feel guided to change your life, to release old habits or create space within yourself. These inner nudges are the soul preparing you for the next chapter of the journey. Synchronicities multiply as your awareness grows. The repetition of numbers, phrases, or situations is the universe speaking louder and louder so you cannot miss its message. Even strangers might play a role in this dialogue. Words spoken casually may strike your heart as if they were meant only for you, carrying the energy of his presence to confirm what you feel. The closer you move toward alignment, the more undeniable his energy becomes. It feels like a constant companion, an invisible hand guiding you forward. This connection is eternal, and every sign you feel is a reminder that the journey is alive, unfolding, and destined to bring you exactly where you are meant to be. And as you honor these signs, you begin to understand. His presence from afar is not just a reminder of the past, it is the living proof of the future that still waits for you. If these words have touched you and reminded you of truths you already felt in your soul, I invite you now to check if you are subscribed to this channel. By subscribing, you guarantee that you will not miss the next revelations and confirmations about your twin flame journey. Every time you return here, you will find a message aligned with what your heart is living in that exact moment. The presence you feel is not imagination, it is connection. It is the proof that two souls cannot be separated by miles, silence, or time. That invisible thread stretches but never breaks, and every moment you feel him is confirmation of this bond. Sometimes the sensation is light, almost playful, a sudden thought, a gentle smile that comes from nowhere. This is his energy brushing softly against yours, reminding you that he still lingers close. Other times it feels weighty, pressing into your spirit as if carrying emotions you know are not your own. That heaviness is his soul reaching toward you, asking you to feel what he cannot say aloud. The universe often amplifies this energy through perfect timing. You think of him and a song begins to play. You whisper his name and someone repeats it nearby. You feel his longing just as the wind stirs. These alignments are not coincidences. Your dreams are also portals of truth. In them, you may find yourself walking beside him, hearing his words, or embracing him as though the distance never existed. These dreams are real encounters between your spirits. When the connection strengthens, the world itself reflects it back to you. Numbers, signs, and images multiply until you can no longer ignore that something larger is unfolding. You may even feel your heart pulling you to prepare in ways you don't fully understand. Clearing your space, seeking peace, or surrendering old fears. All of these are guided steps. The energy can also manifest in your body. A rush of warmth, a shiver down your spine, or a flutter in your stomach when his name crosses your mind. Your body speaks the language of your soul. Sometimes silence itself becomes the loudest message. In the stillness you sense him not in words but in energy, not in presence but in essence. That is how spirit communicates what the eyes cannot see. The more open you are, the clearer the signs become. What once felt subtle begins to appear daily, insistently, guiding you closer to understanding the depth of your bond. Even strangers may carry the message. A passing remark, an unexpected gesture, or a phrase overheard in public may feel as though it was sent straight from him to you. Nature too carries the signs. The movement of the sky, the appearance of animals, even the glow of the moon can speak directly to your heart when the connection is alive. At times you may feel an urge to write, to pray, to sing, or to create. This inspiration is energy flowing through you, asking to be released so it can transform into something greater. You may also find yourself sensing his emotions more often. His struggles, his fears, and his hopes. They arrive suddenly, merging with yours, reminding you that you are still sharing the same spiritual space. Moments of deep knowing rise unexpectedly. You cannot explain why, but you simply know that this bond is eternal, that it is guiding you forward, and that it is not over. Your feminine light intensifies as the journey deepens. Without realizing, you radiate strength, beauty, and grace that magnetically pull him toward you across the unseen. Even when doubt tries to creep in, the signs will not allow it to remain. They come stronger, louder, and clearer, reminding you that your heart was never wrong. Every step you take now carries meaning. Each breath, each thought, each sign is a thread in the story being written by the universe for you and him. And as you keep walking, you will come to understand more deeply that the presence you feel is not just memory. It is the living evidence of a love that is eternal, active, and guiding your twin flame journey forward. If this message has stirred your heart in any way, I ask you now to check if you are subscribed to this channel. By subscribing, you ensure you will never miss another revelation, sign, or teaching meant to guide you on your twin flame journey. Each time you return here, you will find exactly the words your soul needs to hear, at the perfect moment. The invisible bond between you and him continues to grow stronger with every heartbeat. Even when silence surrounds you, the energy is alive, speaking through sensations you cannot ignore. Sometimes his presence arrives like a sudden wave of comfort, calming your spirit in moments of doubt. This reassurance is his soul reminding you that you are never walking alone. Other times it comes as intensity, an ache in your chest, tears for no reason, or an overwhelming longing that feels too heavy to carry. These moments are proof of connection, not weakness. You may also notice your thoughts drifting to him without effort. He enters your mind at the most unexpected times, as though pulled there by an unseen thread. The universe amplifies this connection by weaving synchronicities into your path. Numbers appear repeatedly, songs echo your story, or messages arrive in ways that feel too precise to dismiss. At night, dreams expand into sacred encounters. You see him, speak with him, or feel his nearness so strongly that waking feels like separation all over again. In your daily life, signs surround you constantly. A familiar fragrance, a passing word, or even the look of a stranger reminds you of him in undeniable ways. These experiences are not random. They are divine confirmations, guiding you to trust what your soul already knows. The more you surrender to them, the stronger they become. Spirit speaks louder when you open your heart fully to receive. Nature often mirrors this bond. The glow of the moon, the rustle of leaves, or the sudden appearance of an animal can all carry messages from the universe about your connection. Your body responds in ways you cannot explain. A racing heart, warmth in your hands, or chills across your skin. These are signals that the energy between you is alive and moving. At moments of deep reflection, you may sense his emotions merging with yours. His joy, his fear, his longing. They reach you, showing that the bond is still active and unbreakable. The presence you feel often grows stronger before major shifts. It is the soul's way of preparing you for what is about to unfold, even before your eyes can see it. Your feminine light grows more radiant during this stage. You may notice others seeing a glow in you, but it is his spirit being drawn back to your energy. Even silence becomes meaningful. What feels empty is actually full of messages, whispers, and energy exchanges that only your heart can understand. Strangers may speak words that pierce your heart, unknowingly delivering signs that echo the presence you already feel. Spirit uses everything around you as a vessel. The bond also calls you toward change. You feel inspired to grow, to release what no longer serves you, and to prepare yourself for what lies ahead. Time bends in mysterious ways when his energy touches you. Hours may pass unnoticed, or moments may stretch into eternity. This distortion is the mark of soul connection. And through it all, your heart learns the deeper truth. What you feel from afar is not just memory. It is the living proof that your story is still alive and that your twin flame journey is unfolding with divine precision. Thank you for allowing these words to touch your heart today. If this message resonated with you, I kindly ask you to give this video a like so that YouTube recognizes its importance and continues sharing it with more souls on their twin flame journey. Your support helps this community grow and ensures that more people receive the guidance they need. To confirm that this message has truly reached you, write the phrase Twin Flames Infinite Love in the comments. By doing so, you seal this truth within your spirit and join others who are walking the same sacred path. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel and that you activate the notification bell, so you will never miss the signs, the confirmations, and the divine revelations that are waiting for you. Every new video here is created to meet you exactly where you are, carrying guidance you didn't even know you needed. Remember, these messages are not just words. They are keys, reminders, and confirmations sent to awaken your heart. Come back often, because each time you return you will find a new message speaking directly to your soul. Share these videos with others who may need this light. By doing so, you not only help them find hope, but you also reinforce your own journey, keeping the flame alive within you. Stay close, keep connected, and never forget. Each message here was created to touch your heart deeply and to remind you that your twin flame story is sacred, alive, and unfolding exactly as it was always meant to.